Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, what I'd like to do is unusual. I'm just going to do a bit of an introduction to this particular episode of Who Are You? And that was, I was going to interview a long time friend of mine called Donna about the 5 questions we normally ask our guests on Who Are You? However, she was at her dad's 86 years of age, and John wanted to be part of it. So I asked them, both of them, to come on together, which is a bit unusual when we're doing a sort of, one-to-one Skype call. So I do apologise, is that obviously John and Donna were squeezed really as tight as they possibly could. It's my fault, it's not their fault. What I should have done was I should have mended the angles on the video, but I don't get the chance after I've already filmed the interview and the questions and things. So I just wish I would have just removed my ugly mug and just had the pair of them on there. But I was initially going to just interview Donna, but her dad came on, and just enjoy it because it's absolutely amazing. So I hope you enjoy episode 7 of Who Are You? With John and his daughter. Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, I'm really honoured today to have 2 massive Manchester City fans, and so this is the new series of Who Are You? This is episode 7. So over to you. Who are you?
I'm John Moore. Hi.
How old are you, John?
86.
86.
Yeah.
And who are you with?
With my daughter, Donna.
Hi, I'm Donna. And because of my dad, I've been a City fan all my life. So I was going to watch City from the, 1975 onwards.
Brilliant. Well, Donna, obviously I know you. I've known you for a long time. So you're on this series of this episode of Who Are You? And what we do is we do on all the channel videos on Who Are You is we ask you a set of 5 questions. So the first question is to you, John, first, and then Donna, you can answer yours. What was your first City game, John?
Oh, you've got me there. I saw that many of them that I could never tell you. But I remember one of the games was Nobby Clark scoring a goal to get City into the cup final. It was, oh God, it must have been in the 40s, the late 40s. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Nobby Clark, they beat Sunderland 1-0 at Main Road.
What was Main Road like in the 40s?
Big, empty place.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling the lie there. That almost every crowd was touching the 70,000.
Wow.
Almost every crowd, because they were getting more than United at the time.
So the rumours that we've got no history and we have empty seats and things.
Oh no, history's there. History's there. I mean, I could talk forever about climbing over the wall to get into the ground and all that, when they only had 6pence spence, and all that sort of stuff. Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
And getting caught by the police on the other side.
Hey.
I dropped down. Yeah. Me and man, he caught the pair of us and chucked us out of the door and gave us a little kick. Get out of it.
Brilliant. So Donna, can you remember your first City game?
I can't. I like my dad. It's somewhere in the set. Well, the one I've narrowed it down to. I remember walking to Main Road with my dad. It was 1977. It was Boxing Day, and it was Colin Bell's return from injury. So wow. I remember standing in the kid packs with my dad, and I remember. Do you remember when he came on?
Yeah.
And I've never heard a cheer like it.
That's right.
So I was only about 12 years old when that happened.
Wow, special.
Yeah.
Well, 77 was my first game. It was March 77.
Really?
All right.
I was just before you with regards to that. So your second question then to you, John, is what's your favourite ever Manchester City game that you've been to or watched on TV?
I've got to say the favourite one I've ever seen because of the amount of goals. The 6-1 against United at Old Trafford. I can't remember being so elated in all my life.
Really?
That's right. The 6-1 at Old Trafford. I remember seeing City at the same, going back when they won at Old Trafford. when Dennis Law backheeled the goal into the net. I was there at that game at Old Trafford. I remember that one quite well. So, you know, that's it.
6-1.
And they won that game.
I mean, it was an amazing day. 6-1.
Was...
Nobody expected 6.
No.
Certainly not at Old Trafford.
No.
So what about you, Donna? What was your favourite ever City game you've seen live or on TV?
So I watched it here with my dad and my brother, and it was City against Stoke winning the FA Cup 2011. You know, in the Mancini time. Because at that point, we'd not won anything for 35 years.
Yeah.
And so we were still, I remember we were still sat watching it thinking it's not going to happen. We were still feeling like we used to, you know, when we didn't win anything. And
it was a big turning point, wasn't it? Because, like I say, it was the first trophy, the FA Cup, that we won, and it sort of basically took down that banner that they used to have at Old Trafford, and that came down and everything else. So, okay, moving on to your third question. Okay, John, you're up first. Ooh, I can't wait for this one. Your favourite all-time Manchester City player?
Favourite all-time?
City player.
City player.
Oh, God, there's been so many of them over the years, haven't there? There's been so many. I could say, when he played for us, it could be Dennis Law. No.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Why?
He came playing for us at the time, and he was still a goal scorer at the time. He wasn't as quick, but I don't know. I think if I was to go for the real favourite, I'd go for Somerville.
Yeah.
Like Somerville.
Still the ambassador today for Man City.
Yeah, he is.
And
big personality.
He was the type of player that wanted to laugh all the time. He'd take a corner with a little cup over the top of the ball, a plastic cup, and he'd put it on and take his corners. Always put a plastic cup on the top of it.
He's a proper character and still is today.
Yeah.
Okay, over to you, Donna, then. Favourite all-time Man City player?
So I'm going recent, and it's hard not to say Aguero for obvious reasons. I'm going for David Silva.
Mine. Everyone knows it on Man City Fan TV. David Silva. Why David Silva?
Yeah, I mean, I just think we're lucky to have kept him as long as we have. I think when he first joined the Premier League, we were always saying, weren't we? He's too small, he's too slight, he's not going to last in the Premier League. But he's so consistent. He's such a team player. I can't imagine where we would be without him, really.
Well, we've got one more year left of him. He's going to be the club captain for his family. So it's going to be an amazing send-off. And, you know, obviously Vinny's left now. That was sad. But I never shed a tear, but I'll definitely shed a tear when David Silva leaves, because I agree, he's my all-time favourite City player. So, moving on to question 4 then, and on to you, John, your best City goal you've ever seen.
Right, I think.
And you must have seen some.
Yeah, I have seen some, but it's just, you know, remembering and things like that. But I don't know. I'll have to come up to date, I suppose, with that one and saying, like everyone else, Aguero's goal to win.
The 93-20 goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To win the league. That was the goal that won us the league, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's some statement from somebody who's been following City since the 40s. That even today, 7 years ago, you're still picking the Aguero moment, and that goal as being.
I could go back.
I'm sure you could.
And say Nobby Clark's goal when he scored against Sunderland. I can still remember it.
Can you describe it? Because I have no idea what goal you're talking about.
In them days, it was mud pitches. There was 6 inches of mud.
Yeah.
And Nobby Clark used to plough through it on the left wing. And he was coming through. And all of a sudden, right out of the blue, he unleashed one. And right in the back of the net. And that won us that match.
Yeah.
And that was like 6 inches of mud. And that's how it used to be at Main Road and then. Well, it was everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Donna. Best City goal you've ever seen?
I'm going for Yaya Torres against Aston Villa.
The run?
Yes, because he hadn't done much all game. He was having one of his quieter games, where we're watching thinking, oh, right, okay. And then all of a sudden from nowhere, I think it was the fourth goal that he scored, and he just took the ball from the halfway line, didn't he? Went past about fourth players, edged off the last one. And I just loved it, and I just loved watching it back the next day. It makes me laugh out loud. How brilliant he was, and that he just fended all them. Because he just used to kind of have such a slow game, then all of a sudden he'd just get a spurt on and just do a massive run, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And that's an example of it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a couple of seasons where he was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was magic, yeah.
But he also had a couple of seasons where
Yeah.
he wasn't so great. But I must admit, that's one that people have not said on the series. But looking back on it and thinking about it, I think back on that thing, it was something. You don't see many players beat 4 or 5 players from just inside his own half and scoring as well. I mean, unbelievable. So, on to your final question then, John.
Right.
If you could have one player, past or present, dead or alive, to play, and it doesn't have to be a City player, it can be for any team in world football, to play in this current Manchester City team under Pep Guardiola, who would it be and why?
We're having the same answer here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to see Maradona the other night, and it's him.
Yeah.
The way he played in the Italian league was absolutely fantastic. He was knocked around and he'd get up. He didn't lie down on the ground at any time. As soon as he was down, he was up again.
Hey, we got a bit of music going on.
Yeah. So if I was of a player, in his young days, like he was absolutely magic. First of all, I was thinking about best, but I thought, no, it's got to be Maradona.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree as well. And we didn't know that. I've just come round to have our Sunday dinner together, and I said, who have you chosen? And I've chosen the same player, because I think you could put him in any team and he would play, because he was just such a talented player. However, I'm not sure Pep would have him, because he doesn't like the big characters, does he?
It's interesting because somebody else on the channel on one of the other episodes said Maradona for the series. I was fortunate; I saw him in Naples play for
Really?
Napoli, and he was absolutely unbelievable. And somebody said I just couldn't take his off-field antics and everything that he did, and obviously the World Cup and what he did with the handball and everything. But what an absolute player!
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your 5 questions. What I'd just like to quickly, while I've got you on, John, I can't let you go without just saying, can you just give me 3 or 4 players from sort of the 40s, 50s, 60s for some of the sort of my age and younger people who watch the channel? Can you just give me a few players that you watched that you thought were absolutely brilliant for Manchester City?
I can remember one year especially when they had the Don Revie plan. And the way Don Revie used to play off the front line, as you call it, and pass the ball through, I'd say Don Revie. And then you had 2 inside forwards there. Joe, he's gone out of my head now. But, then they had such as Bert Trautmann, I was watching him as a kid. I watched his very first game when he ran out on the pitch, and part of the crowd booed. That part of the crowd in the stand, you see, because of his nationality.
Yeah.
So they booed, but by the end of the game, they were all clapping like hell.
Really?
Yeah, for Bert Trautmann. Yeah, so Bert
Like
Trautmann, and pull up at Dave's, Big Dave.
Watson?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Watson. That's a blast.
Yeah. Pull up at Dave, they call him, He was a great player. But I can go back as far as Swift, Sproston and Barkas, Frank Swift.
Yeah.
I remember him as a kid, Swift, Sproston and Barkas. I remember them two great big fullbacks that used to kick hell out of everybody. You know, that was the type of game they played. You know, but yeah, so I mean, I can go on like that, you know, and the more I sit back and relax, the more I think about them, you know, in them days, you know. But I saw what's his name the other night?
Franny Lee.
Yeah, Franny Lee. Franny Lee was one of my favourites. I used to see him in. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a little story now.
Go on then.
Going back a little bit. I used to live just around the corner one time from City's ground. Just Aston Avenue it was called, just off Black Lane.
Yeah.
And I used to go down the back entries and I'd be at the front gate of it. And then, but I'm going back to the early days now, the days of Roy Paul. And I saw Roy Paul with three of the players coming out of the Parkside Hotel, which is just at the end of, you know where it was?
Know where it was?
At 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And they were kicking off at 3. And Roy Paul and the two of the players were coming out. And they just walked out and walked down the street to the ground, which was what, 150 yards, you know. That's a memory. That's one of the type of memories that I have.
Well, they used to walk home, or they get on the bus, or they do, you know, with the back to the game.
I used to get on the bus. I used to play at Hough End playing fields when I was 14. I played there, and I used to get the bus home with the lads on the thing, and we'd call to the just going past the ground there, and 3 of City's players at least to get on the bus to go home.
Yeah,
you know, that's the type of how football was in them days.
Yeah.
About £7 a week.
Yeah.
As regards to the normal man's £3. You know that.
Yeah, it's a bit different today, isn't it? With the salaries and everything that's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
You two, you've been absolute superstars for coming on Man City Fan TV in this latest episode of Who Are You? I just want to say a massive thank you to John, his daughter Donna, big City fans, and I'm sure the reaction that we're going to get, people are going to go, get John back on. We want the stories. So maybe in the future we'll get John back on.
Yeah, good.
We'll do some more sort of memories of the end of the year. Okay, I want to say a massive thank you, like I said, to John and Donna. This is Andy from Man City Fan TV. This is episode 7 of Who Are You? Don't forget, subscribe, click notification, comment below, because I'm sure there's going to be loads of comments on this particular episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
See you soon, Andy.
Bye.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.